Hi, Mary. Today, you've heard of beef Wellington, my absolute most favorite entree in the world. You can't even find it anymore. How about beef Wellingtoni, an appetizer, an hors d'oeuvre that satisfies that urge to have beef Wellington, and it's so innovative and so fresh and so ingenious. I'm going to share that with you. Easter, Christmas, big events. Fantastic hors d'oeuvre or appetizer, or even on a salad like I'm going to show you later. Okay, let's begin. Prices of meat are very expensive. I used to do top sirloin. Now I went to top London broil, top round. This I paid, if you look at it, I bought this at Costco, $5.99 a pound. Okay, it's more reasonable. You're gonna marinate a big piece of it. And this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna put a bunch of garlic powder, not garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, a bunch of pepper, even more pepper, and then this is the salt, okay? And then you're going to melt it with white wine, any white wine, and then a red wine. I don't have a red wine, I'm using Marsala. Okay, one dry, one white. And this marinates. This can go overnight, the marinade, okay? This is the marinade, overnight. When it's done, when it's ready, you put this on your grill or in your oven, or I have an old toaster oven in the garage. I did this in 15 minutes. I'm going to show you this. See this? When it's ready to grill, you pour oil over this, drain all the water, all the juice, flip it over. This is a marinade, like a minimum 4 hours, overnight. Okay, that's it. And it goes on a grill, 15 minutes on one side and 5 on the other, if you want it medium rare, okay? Or in your toaster or in your oven. In your oven at 500 degrees, in your toaster for 15 minutes. Okay, this is what it's gonna come out like, okay? London broil, okay? This is it. You're gonna cut it. You cut it against the grain. Here's the grain, you go this way. If you can't find the grain, cut in all directions until it tastes tasty. Keep tasting it until you don't feel like you're going against the grain. Okay? These are the slices. Okay? You got the idea. Say you don't like chicken. Say you don't like the beef. You want the chicken instead. Here's a Costco chicken breast. There again, here's the grain. You're gonna go against the grain. Tiny little slices. This is beef Wellingtoni and chicken Wellingtoni, okay? That's the beef, that's the chicken. Now, we're going to do the mushroom pesto. I showed you this before. We'll do it really fast. Okay? One baby garlic. This is tremendous. This is like black truffle spread that is in my mom's region that I went nuts about 4 years ago. Okay, garlic. I mean, these are sauteed mushrooms or broiled mushrooms on the grill in a throwaway pan or in bake them. Just get them cooked. These are in the refrigerator. I have some frozen. When I want mushroom pesto, take them out. Here, look how big they are. And this has salt, pepper, garlic. This has salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder if you want. Capers, okay? Teaspoon of capers. This is 1 cup of mushrooms, teaspoon of capers, black truffle oil. This is really an up and coming fad. People are doing truffle everything right now. When I made this and when I invented it, it wasn't even heard of, okay? I'm gonna say half a teaspoon. Very strong, okay? look. Mushroom pesto. Look at the consistency. This is it. Now I have this every day on I cut hard-boiled eggs, put it on top. It's like a caviar. Okay, see it in here? Now, why did I make it? Because beef Wellington has Duxelles on it. Beef Wellington is you get a gigantic filet mignon, and you dry it, you season it, and you bake it in the oven till it's medium rare. You pat it dry, you get puff pastry out of the freezer, and you roll it, and then you wrap the filet in it, and then you bake it in the oven. But before you do that, a Duxelles is put on it, which tastes like a liver pate, but it's not. It's onions with mushrooms and some kind of wine that's reduced. It's spectacular. My version is the mushroom pesto. Okay, now we're going to assemble this. We have the beef, and we have chicken. Now you can use, because it's a puff pastry, you can use puff pastry cookies that aren't that sweet. All right? This is another puff pastry. I took the glaze off. This is made with puff pastry. Okay? This is the box. Okay? Just any kind of puff pastry. Cookie. If it's sweet, just scrape off the glaze. Now, that's if you want to be true to the beef Wellington, because it's a puff pastry. The thing that works better is Greta crackers, if you can find them. Dollar General gourmet store has them about every 3 months. I bought a case. If you don't have these, the cheapest and the best way is you go to Sprouts or you go to Walmart and you get their cheap French bread. This is Walmart cheap French bread. I sliced it thin and I toasted it hard. Okay, this works best of all. Here we go, we're gonna assemble. Okay, beef Wellingtoni. Beef, sliced, sliced, sliced. You don't like beef? Do sliced chicken, rotisserie chicken. Okay. Then you're gonna put the pesto on top. Okay, look. Pesto on top. This is spectacular, you guys, especially if you like beef Wellington. And you can make a hors d'oeuvre, appetizer hors d'oeuvre, or a salad, or make it a meal by itself. Okay? Beef Wellington is filet mignon with a Duxelles on top, wrapped in the puff pastry, baked in the oven, and then sliced. This is beef Wellingtoni with an Italian twist. This has a puff pastry or a bread underneath, sliced beef or chicken if you don't want beef, mushroom pesto. If you want to add it, you don't have to. I don't, because it's okay, but it's not my favorite. But it does add it if you're making it, and you put a garlic aioli. Aioli is just a French word for garlic mayonnaise, is what it is, okay? I'm just gonna put on 2. And this is it. This is beef Wellington. This is what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. Told you before about having your vegetables boiled. This was in the refrigerator. I marinated this with my balsamic vinaigrette that I have on my video, and this is my lemon nectar with string beans. And this is marinated artichokes from a jar underneath a bed of cabbage. And I am going to put my beef Wellingtoni. And this is dinner. It's like magic. It's so beautiful. This will be for Robert. You guys, fun in the kitchen. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Amen. Thank you. Ciao.